Hello there. Welcome back. I am shamelessly starting immediately after last episode. Last time we did a lot with red envelopes, and we decided to have the mail room drop stuff off at the beginning of the room at like I'm not clicked into the application. That'd be nice. Hey, there we go. Hey, Macarena. It'll deliver them like right here-ish. Things we can do. Still theoretically doing full house trophy, floor trophy, and trophy of invention. Those are the ones that we're kind of solidly pursuing, let's say. The other ones are kind of up in the air for right now, because we don't have enough money for the showroom and that kind of stuff. I will go outside, see what I can get there. We also still have this unlocked until we can do stuff I know about with the power hammer. I won't spoil it right now. I'm going to leave stuff unspoiled until later. We did last time get notes about the side and bridge being kind of weirdly typed. I want to keep following that down. Shelter has a nice effect, but we don't really need that, I don't think. Trading post could theoretically be nice to get items we want, if we have items we don't want, or schoolhouse, because there is a thing about completing all 8 classrooms. I think, gosh, I don't know actually. I think I'll do trading posts. I think I'm going to really try and focus items today. We'll go ahead and go in. The reason is we have this. This is a game. We look at it, it's kind of rotating stuff around it, okay? That doesn't seem to do anything. It goes up when you click it. Okay, so gold goes up. Still rotates. Gray does nothing. That's fascinating. I screwed it up. Click this to seal it, and click the one we can't seal to reset it. That does nothing, but if we do here, we can drop it. And now we've got all 4 corners. And that's how you game. That's pro gamer stuff right there. And we have an allowance token, so we get money at the beginning of the day, basically. Like we have gems at the beginning of the day, we get money. We have dynamite, which we'll see what to do with that later. Maybe this run, maybe not, but we have got 2 stars and 2 allowance. Nice. I want to raise allowance significantly, but we'll see later. Also, beside bridge, this is like the only bridge I know about, but we'll come back to that idea later. It's kind of a later conversation. We'll just get going, I guess. In's a solid choice here. Hallway if we can. Nook is not bad. Are they? Chapel, because it's not going to steal anything from us this early. Any stuff in chapel? Nope, because I never get stuff in chapel, okay. That's the rule of my life. You want stuff in chapel? Too bad. Parlor or library? Well, we got a library, I guess. I see something laying there. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited to see. We've only got 2 stars, but 2 stars is a key, so we'll see about that. I think 3 stars is a gem. That does mean that we can't do anything out of this room. Go ahead and take that. Was this on the side room? This is on the side room. That note has the word beside, kind of weird. Take our gem. Not going to spin the key there, but we'll note that that is a thing that exists. See what we can use the corner for. This is more useful currently. Do not have a box here. This is not the hallway. Western Hall is the one I'm thinking of. The thing there. This is all garbage. We'll just go ahead and do this. Give us item. Nice. This, which has nothing special. Just says, hey, parlor room. There's a math puzzle there. Right, here we go with this. Already got planetarium. Ooh, the slice. Nice slice, bro. We have 6 stars. I think we're gonna look at this. Drawing room gets us a gym and has stuff in all the right directions, so I'm liking that. This we already saw, so nothing particularly weird. Okay. I don't know what room the weird one is in. There's another weird one I remember doing. But I don't know where it's at. April 15th. Already done this 6. Yeah, we already did that one. Give me options, please. Hallway, I'll take it. Commissary is pretty tempting at this point. Let's avoid doing those. I want to get further. Actually, no, we have the library right there, so we can accept. What do I want to accept? I want to accept parlor, I think. We want to get the gyms. We already looked at this. Gyms are in a box with a true statement. The statement is on the blue box is true. If statements are true, well, if this is true, then this is true, and this is false. Which the gyms are in the box with a false statement. Or if this is false, and this is false, this is true, and the gyms are in the box with a true statement. Either way, the gyms are in here, right? Boom. I am the logic master. Sure, let's just spend our earnings immediately. Why not? That obviously makes me thrilled and beside myself with joy and happiness. Okay, hallway. What do you have to offer me? Anything here? No. We have this boring note. What a boring note. None of these go the way I want. I want to go left, honestly. West wing is best wing. You don't teach them that? Do not be locked, do not be locked, do not be locked. Do not be locked, do not be locked, do not be locked. They worked. Workshop would be nice, but Foundry is nicer. Foundation, sorry, not Foundry, Foundation. Shovel is very beautiful. That can help protect our steps. It can get us key, get us coinage. Not a whole lot though, so I don't really count on it for coins, but what you got for me? Honestly, it might be worth it. I'm gonna take this one, even though I shouldn't. I don't see. Ah, crap it, I took it. Yeah, crap it, took it twice. Got greedy. I paid for it. Fab is fab, you know? However, I need gems and steps and keys and good things. Give me nice things. What can we get? Every time you unlock or bypass a security door, which could be a lot. Set your steps to 40, which would not be bad. That's a good way to forcefully preserve our situation. Okay, I guess that's all I'm going to do right here. I kind of want to come back to this room. I guess it means I want to go to gymnasium finally and actually do a dead end, get myself some items. This sucks, and I didn't have any shoes, sure enough. None of these are great. Oh, entry, I guess. Apple. Workshop's at least helpful for making stuff, so it usually has a security door, which is kind of an unfortunate loss, but it is what it is. Also, I don't know if I've looked at this, but that's there. Once we get music room, I think we'll talk about that more. What do I have? Double compass and battery. That doesn't make any. I guess I'll look, but dowsing rod. If I never actually used the dowsing rod, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. Oh, it's a shovel and the compass. I still need to have the shovel though. I know what the shovel can be used for, so I'm going to hold off on that until that might be a late run. Add it to our list of things we've done kind of situation. Door was locked, but we'll go to the other side. Secret garden key. That's a good way to get into the antechamber. Broken lever. Man, I'm getting good stuff out of these digs. Holy crap. That was such a win. I use it here. Okay. Where are we going? Up from the laboratory and or spare room. I was hoping to connect this to power. It's locked. Everything's locked. I love how everything's locked. This is great. This is my favorite time. Very happy times. Makes me very happy. Nothing ever been happier. Happy times. Okie dokie. I was trying to be smart by planning the steps against security doors, but instead I'm just suffering. This could have bananas or keys, but I get two of them. This probably doesn't have keys, and I can't afford it anyway. This would have me at least one key. So let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna make a big risk, big gamble here, but I'm gonna try and go up from the laboratory. That gives us the chance to get stuff out of the laboratory if we get like a boiler room, and it'll be huge. Give me boiler room. Honestly, that's not what we're looking for. Oh, I can use it here. I could use the secret garden here. Well, that sucks. Oops. Please be locked. Bummer. Middle. Middle's the winner. Middle's actually the winner. I'm actually surprised. First. Planetarium. That's a kind of a loser in my book, but you may disagree. Reach rank 5, gain 10 steps. I'm past rank 5, that's a fact. So there we go, 10 steps. This is the room that had a thing that I could read that was weird. No, it's not this one. Okay. I don't know where that is, but whatever. I want to keep going straight because I want to use the garden key even though I can't get to it over here. Sweet. No. Am I too far down? Oh, it's in the corner. Yeah, I can't do it in the corner. That sucks. I can't do it there. Am I dead? I'm dead in the water because I'm out of keys. Man. I guess it's just dowsing rod. Did I ever get, hold on, did I ever get sledgehammer? No, I never got sledgehammer. Okay. I have a trader. I have the trader. I have the trader. Go trade. Trade for things we want and need. Trade for keys and please. Can I exit through the fountain? Yes, I can. So that may be a lot fewer steps doing that. And one, yeah, gymnasium's gonna cost. Oh, yeah. I can't get to it because I don't have any way across the water. Think. I can go across the water. I can go through the minecart. I can't do either. Because the minecart exists, and the water is not set for the... Okay, no, I do have to walk. That sucks. Okay. But I can go passageway. I'm not going through the gym. I'm going through the passageway to the parlor, to the drawing room, to the observatory, chapel to the entrance hall. Okay. Not ideal pathing. Not ideal. But it does take me to the trader. Chain. I've got plenty of steps, so if I can get keys, that'd be big. If I can get sledgehammer, maybe that would be big. Really, I need keys, but sledgehammer would get me the trunk, which may have keys in it. So let's try for sledgehammer. Car keys, magnifying glass, prism key, magnifying glass. None of these are good. No, it's not. Honestly, I don't think this is going to be much use to me, actually. Right, what's hall pass do? Will not lose steps traveling between two adjoining hallways. I'm not worried about that kind of stuff. This is a forever loop. Yeah, it's a forever loop. Bummer. But prism key will just open a door for me. That's something. What else do I want to do? I really don't want to do anything because these two give me the power hammer, so I don't want to lose either one of those. Could you not just have a sledgehammer for me, dude? Guess not. Okay, moving on, moving forward. Prism key opens a door, and again we shall probably go from east wing. It's still risky as heck trying to get stuff to work out from east. I don't know, it's kind of sketchy. Really, nothing I can do about it right now. Can't afford nothing from the commissary now, so, you know, that's a thing we can look forward to. None of it was security doors, so. And dark room doesn't help. It's locked. You're locked. You're locked. Not helpful. That's very risky. Way too risky. It's dark. This is a safer bet because it's a lower rank, right? But don't get too. Dining room's a blue room, that's why hallways are a hallway room, so we can guarantee another hallway. There we go. I don't have money for a foyer. I can do aquarium because Great Hall's still going to be locked, and so that's still kind of a screwing me out of a room. A coin, wow. Also, do I have another aquarium? Maybe that's last run. Yeah, that's last run. That sucks, and this one's probably the same. Yep. Foiled by locked doors. Guess that ends our run. We'll just stare at the statue and say goodbye. But tomorrow we get to start off with 2 coins, so that's nice. In fact, I've only been doing this 20 minutes. It's a 20-minute run, so yeah, let's go ahead and just do multiple days in a single run. Why not? Some people say, why? I say, why not? I don't advise, it's very risky. Let's go. Also been doing different outside rooms, if you've noticed, per day. just so we can have those checked off that we know about those. Because why not? No, it's kidding. Okay, 2 keys, and we have an allowance. Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. If there's anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I am still personally overseeing the estate. It's at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us and Babbage House Manager. So again, any Anne or any Babbage or any head person, that's what that is. Okie dokie. Guess we're just going to go for it. Our group is so early, but so powerful. Also, I do want to go through here. We got 4 rooms, another 5, couple there, 1 there, 3 bedrooms we haven't seen, 3 hallways we haven't seen because we have not done the foyer, and West Wing Hall is not on there somehow. What else? Oh no. Missing 3 green rooms, 5 shops, all the red rooms, of course. Studio add-ons were things we added to the floor plan. Found floor plans were things we found, but we haven't used most of them so far. And then we've got half of those. So yeah, let's go ahead and activate this. On, see if we can get space, and then build a closet. Dookie. Well, walk-in closet is better for me, so let's do that one. A key card, which is helpful. This is someone. And a coupon book. Nice. Life cheaper. Yeah, I think that's the play. I don't want to limit myself to one way to go currently. It takes me a different direction that I want to go. Commissary I don't really want to use, but again, we have magnifying glass, we know. We have sleep mask, we have sledgehammer, that's big, and we have running shoes, which is also big. So we want money today. Money, money, money. I'm running out of gems quickly. Can I get something better than what I'm getting? This run is not going the way I want it to. It's really not going the way I want it to now. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm cursed. Take it. Here's the left, to the left, to the left. That's none of this is left. How did you look at that and say, oh yes, what's left? This is left. Okay, I'm going to ignore this and kind of go the other way now. I have options for sledgehammer, magnifying glass, sleep mask, and running shoes. Sleep mask and running shoes are going to be big. When I get a pantry, I can probably afford those. Show me pantry. None of the above. Okay. I think we shall parlor. With 2 statements have identical wording. Box and white box both empty. Box and the box both empty. Not true. These can both be true. Which means it's in here. You've got to be kidding me. I just have the hallway left, I guess. Decide. YOLO. That sucks. Not that I can't overcome it, I have done it, but it's not comfortable. Everything from now on is pain. Ha 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 ha. I could have rerolls in it. I'm gonna take it. I've got 2 keys, which is not enough, but I'm gonna take it. Has a silver key, which is destined to screw me. Gem, which I already have plenty of. What a terrible, terrible run of luck. My gadget skills are terrible right now. Oh, of these options, I'm taking archives, to be honest. That's a bad set of things to be giving me. And I don't appreciate it. You should feel ashamed of yourself, game. We've got lots of ways to go, and this is really the least important way, so let's do this one. Pantry, that's honestly, I'll take it. We get money, we get food, we get bridge. What do I have? 6 coins? Oh, that's not enough. I don't want 10 or more. Why so soon, bro? I won't take conference room, honestly. You have any mercy on me whatsoever. Any mercy on me whatsoever. No mercy. No love. Everything is sad. Pain. That's better than my alternatives, to be honest. Probably locked though. Oh, heck yeah. That's a win. Locked. There you are. Bye. I'm probably going to double back anyway, so I'm going to stop right there. And foundation. Duality. Yesterday this was spitting gold, today it's spitting garbage. Archive it is, I don't want to do that. Not the worst thing I've ever done in my life, too. That's not my cursor. That's weird. Yes, this one. That's terrible. That one's just cursed. I think that one's just bad luck, honestly, more than anything else. But yeah. Keep me going. Yikes, none of them. Not terrible. I'm gonna do it so much, I already know. I already know I'm gonna do it so much, so let's just do it. And pray that we get good RNG, that we can keep doing it. The items, usually they're back here. But of course, never for me, only for other people. And always locked doors. Nice. Guess who's picking the archived one? It's me. Give me gold for my allowance. That was good. That was actually a really good pull, too. Archived it is. Wait, what room? Lost and found? I've never seen this room. Oh, heck yeah. It does nothing. Good. Oh, very bad. I'm scared now. I get what it's happening, but the way it works is kind of petrifying. Oh, that was fearful. Allowance token. Got lots of allowance raised today, which is great. Again, we're trying to go for money runs, but this has not been on purpose. Also, pawn. But the lost and found is supposed to have, ooh, rare stuff, but that, you know what, I'll take that. It gave me a key and it gave me a puzzle, which I'm happy with. Allowance is now 6. We started at 2 and we're already at 6. That's crazy. And we have another room we can go to. That's fortunate. Honestly, these aren't bad. I'll take these. And then if this is locked, I can secret garden key it and have options, even though I have no keys. Nope, it's bad. I don't think there's anything hidden on this, just that exists, so we'll take note of that. Battery, which is helpful. We don't have a lot of things we do want, but battery's helpful. Secret garden, sure. On the right side of the house for it. Unfortunately, it didn't give us anything here, but it spread food around the house. Big spots I can't use. Oh, it's already available. Whoops. Sorry. I forgot on day 1 I did that. That's the thing I did on day 1. Might as well fix it. There we go. Works out pretty well. Can't go nowhere else, but food is now lying around for us to find. Yeah, I figured that one's gonna happen. And that means we only have right from the passageway. Oh, I've lost my key card. Oh, that's right, when we walk in here, we do something. We find stuff, but we do stuff. And that's the run. We got a lot of allowance, that's good. I find things I've lost. Lost a battery pack, but do I have anything I do here? No. If you enter this room, you will lose 1 random inventory item, but it contains 2 rare items. Okay, so running in here just means I'm losing stuff, which still the upgrade disc. Do I have security or something I can use? Add the lab. Okay, glad we didn't lose that upgrade disc. I'll probably panicking and freaking out like, oh my gosh. But we didn't lose it, so it's okay. Bunk room, okay, let's see what we can get out of that. If you have exactly 2 hallways, you get double your keys, but double 0 is 0. 2 green rooms, double your gems. That's almost never have 2 green rooms. 2 shops, double your coins, which really that's probably the most useful out of these options, so let's do that. I can kind of control when I do shops. And I don't do bunk rooms super early, so I can just kind of plan that out. Okay, so we didn't do anything we wanted to do. We can still go to the outer room. The outer room give me keys, I think. Also, I'm just going to pick this up in case I haven't, but that exists. Nothing secret about it, I can tell. Hello, AC. That's fake. That's a lie. But yeah, the food. Secret garden. It all came here. Nothing special on that. And so we continue. There's anything I can actually afford. Can I afford literally anything? I've already opened that. I don't have a shovel. 4888. Yeah, no. Okay. Might as well draft things we haven't seen before just because they're not super useful. Sorry. Outer rooms. Bullshit shelter, trading post 2, we've already seen. So reseller will take tons of dig spots have been added to the house, but it doesn't matter because we're dead, we don't have a shovel, so that's what this is. Nothing special in here really. Also I want to mention that's special. Hold on, let's look at that. Okay, so Clara Epson, Mary Epson, Mary Epson. Okay. This clarifies a few things. Mom was Mary Epson. Married dad became Mary Jones. Her pen name was Marion Marigold. Okay. There was Clara Epson, who was probably sister of Lionel Epson, child of Lady Ashlyn. Other people in the top corner. Clara Epson married Simon Sinclair, and that was our grandparents. Simon's brother is Herbert, who owns this property technically, who was a baron. There is the parent is Thomas Sinclair and Baroness whatever her name is. I can't see that. I'll have to blow it up in post, I guess, but I can't read that. Maybe you can read that. Who knows? Let me see if I can get closer. Baroness Orvay. And there's Lord William Epson and Lady Ashlyn. Fascinating. That's the Mount Holly family tree. But there's another half somewhere. So it's lore relevant, I guess, but not practically relevant. So that's that. And that's all I can do, really. Tons of steps, but just nothing I can do. Just give it one last look. And it's, oh man, it's been 2 20-minute runs. I'm just gonna do another run then, gosh. All today. Cool. The good news, we have a significantly higher allowance. I don't even care what we got. Cool. Significantly higher allowance, which will help us moving forward. As far as affording things from the commissary, we can just go and get a pantry and buy stuff because we'll have lots of money. What else? So yeah, commissary is getting easier and easier, so that's good. Kitchen will also be easier because we can just walk in and buy stuff. Thick. Okay, so 6 coins. Start off with a nook. Start off with none of this is great. I'll start off with the utility closet because I'm being screwed by stuff relevant to that. Man, why is everything so bad? Parlor, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so Lord Epson and maybe Thomas Sinclair, I can't tell. No, keycard, we already did that. And do that. I wonder why the cabinet's crossed out. I feel like we can one day do that, but maybe it's a red herring, as the kids say. Gems are not the white box and the blue box. Gems are in both the black box and blue box. That's false. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. It's false. Those are both false, which means this is true. Not in white or blue, they're in black. I am a genius. This is also day 7, so I've done that right 7-ish times. Take me left pantry. Heck yeah. Now we can commissary because we can afford anything. Din's a winner. Give me a storeroom or something at the corner if I can, or a step helper. Locksmith not helpful. Planetarium not helpful really. I'll do locksmith because I don't think I've drawn it yet. So just to say that we did that. Actually, are there any discovered rooms here that are not? No, all that's checked off. We got the Western Hall finally. I need the foyer, but I don't know what the other thing is. Anyway. We already done locksmith. Oops. Okay, well, we're slowly getting those populated. We need to go to an outer room as well. Corridor will take. That one once. Did I do corridor? I'm kind of paranoid about this now if you can't tell. Yeah, I did corridor. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I give up. Oh, I know what it is. Never mind. I do know what it is. Sure. Every time I do that, it's kind of bad luck and I screw myself, but whatever. We have key. Moving on and moving forward. We have 10 coins so that we can do cool stuff. We have to go somewhere with this side, otherwise we're dead, and it's gonna make me cry. Right straight. Man, my options are so thin right now. Why am I getting this luck? Could have gone further with the other one. I don't care, I wanted the guess thing. I just hate how my luck is really cursing me right now. Patio, here's the thing we can read. Buried below. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel you can excavate the suspicious things spots. So now we have buried, we have beside, and we have bridge. So if we can get a shovel, we can go digging around the bridge. Man, this is horrible. Why am I doing this? Why is everything pain? Why did my rooms never give me items? I see other people do playthroughs. And I'm literally talking about literally one person. I only watch one other person play through. He gets items from the chapel, he gets items from the observatory, he gets items from literally every room he freaking touches, and I get nothing. And it's a crime, dang it. It's a crime. Okay, so this solves our need for a keycard because we already handled all of that. Didn't miss anything. Kinda wish I did because that would mean that I could go back and get stuff and I can't. But hey, now that we're safe from that, I'm gonna log in with the network and see if we have our definitions filled. Page 1 was, I think page 2 was, page 3 was not. Yeah, it's still not, okay. That may be a library thing. We may have to library to solve our definition questions. Man, it's being so harsh on me right now. I'm not going to be able to afford anything unless I have stuff in the chapel. Which never happens. And still doesn't happen because it loves me so deeply. I need options, honestly. I can't just base everything on one thing. Haha, I deactivated you. Gallery, I'll take it. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. I'm gonna come in here and see what I can draft. I'm losing money like crazy, but we'll get over it. I think drawing studio, drawing room would be nice to have here. It'll give me a gem back. Do I want to go ahead and do it? No, I think I'll come back for that gem. I don't care about the money this run anyway. I don't care about money anyway, even though I was counting on it. Okay, so spoilers, I've already solved this. So this is the first one. You have thick, but the K isn't thick. It's a thin K, and we're filling in the title. So as you can see, it's filling in Christopher Manson, such and such. You click on all on canvas, and I come over here. Christopher Manson, such and such, blah, 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 blah. It's all the same. So I'm filling in the title of each painting. So let's say thin. I can get an H. Thank you. I. In. There was a C. You could put thick if you wanted to, I think, but. Think. And something happens. He kneels down. Okay. We have P. P is on this, right? Okay, what do we got? We've got fire hydrant, we got apple, stop sign, rose, wagon. The thing that connects all of these is the color red. Okay, so we got P on red, which is not telling you what to do. In fact, if you see red when you pee, you should call a doctor. But it's also like you've got this one, and you've got it's kind of like flipped, and the P is on the flipped red. So P on flipped red. Well, if you flip the word red, it's der. So P on der. P. I almost pressed that again. Ha ha ha. Whoops. Insensitivity. E on der. Ponder. So if you can get the pattern from these two, it's like, okay, think, ponder. These are all kind of think words. So what do we have here? We have genu in a wine glass and the wine thing, right? Wine bottle and wine glass. So genuine, aka genuine. You have actual objective that way. You have eyes. You have veritable, aka veritable. You can actually put veritas in here. And my first run through that, I spent so much time being like, that has to be the answer. It's veritas. It's actually not. So genuine, veritable, actual. So what's a synonym for, like, for instance, actual? You could say it's a lot of things, right? But I'll go ahead and tell you it's real. Real, actual, genuine, veritable. The answer's real. How does all this fit in? Real, eyes, realize. Also, there's the fancy S for Sinclair. Whoops, I passed it. That sucks. I have to go through like 8 of these. Give me an R. I passed it again because I'm stupid and don't know how long the list is. There we go. E. A. L. I. Z. E. This is the first one we can actually like open it. Oh no, we already opened the other one. I forgot. This side opens this, and this side opens this, and I thought that was weird. 2 gems, you think, oh, that's a lot of work for some gems. Then this one, which sucks, because it actually has nothing to do, I mean, it doesn't have anything to do, but it's certainly not helpful towards its goal. Because you got the 7 deadly sins. You think death. You got this thing that's been stabbed. Is death. It's infinity, or maybe sideways 8, which is not helpful. You got a shark, so like predator. You got a rug here, or like a white chalk outline is what I first thought of. So like the whole thing screams death, right? Well, it's not. Again, going with it, we got think, we have ponder, we have realize. This has to do with thinking. When you put 8, thinking 8, thinking 8. It's a room, it's got an 8, you're thinking, you're ruminating. Oops, passed it. I really am stupid, guys, I swear. Like this video if you think I'm an idiot. Also, if you're watching this and you're like, I would have never gotten that, don't worry, I spent hours staring at this. Staring at all of them. It took me a while to break anything. This one, because this one you can actually fit in thick, and so I'm like, it's thick. I'm like, okay, this starts with a P, all of these are red prints, but you can't fill in prints. So I'm like, I don't know how that's not the right answer. I got Veritas here, and you had Very, and then this was not helpful at all, and so I was like, I can't get anywhere. I finally got Think, and then from Think, I was like, I got Ponder, because it was started with a P. 18, okay. But it took me a very long time to make any ground in this room. Once I got Think, Ponder took a little while longer. I think I might have gotten Realize first. I don't remember. Anyway, we have this key. I don't know if this is technically a major key. We do know, or maybe we don't. If we haven't gone through the red room, then we don't. But there is a picture in the. There's so many pictures in the dark room we need to see and look at to know stuff. But presumably we'll unlock room 8. Cool. But there's a green note in the servant's quarter. I'll save it. I won't talk about that yet, actually. Can we use key 8 here? No. So it makes sense to think it's probably on rank 8 that you have to use it. Oh, I don't want to force myself to go to the right. I want to give myself freedom. Now I turned it off so I can give myself freedom. Ha 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 ha, but I got no shoes. Got no shoes. It makes me sad. Somebody come and make me glad. I have a commissary. I don't. That's kind of a priority right now, actually, because I've got money. I have shovel, too. Dig beside bridge. I couldn't remember what the word was. Or buried beside bridge. Buried beside bridge. We said we would dig there. To unbury the thing that was buried. Whatever it may be. I also got a turnip and a key, which is nice. We could garage right now, or we could west wing and try to get to the 8th side. That's testy. I think I'm going to garage and get myself excess keys. I think excess keys are helpful. Obviously, this gets us easily to the outside, right? A 0 step to the outside kind of a thing. But I also have card keys, but I think I already unlocked that. We got the upgrade disc. We will keep going, try to get to the 8th thing. We'll need a left, which I think commissary can fill a left. But we didn't get it. Sucks to be me. I don't need more keys, so it's spare room. I don't think we drawing roomed. We could probably afford to go ahead and do that real quick. What is our priority, actually? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm not going back, so time to do this right. Even that's going to cost me. And that is sad and painful and nice no fun without a challenge, you know. So we're going to the secret. This one 0415. Back to the pool. Go to foundation, try and get a left. We go down from foundation? Yeah, we can probably waste a couple rooms going down from foundation, as well as grabbing some stuff from digging in foundation. Got the coins, that takes me back well beyond what I need. Got a turnip for my steps. That's all, but that's plenty. No complaints. No complaints when the plan comes together. Valentine gift shop, maybe. Or a bedroom. Bedroom is more efficient. I think I will. It helps me with steps. It's forgiveness. I like step forgiveness, but we got no items, which is sad. Okay. Commissary or sauna's really big here. Because even if this run turns to crap, next run will be fantastic. So, got steps. I don't think we have a key. I don't see one at first glance, and so I'm going to assume the answer is no. The sauna is nice to have, even though we could have had some better stuff technically. Kitchen gets us going in the right direction, and we have the gyms to afford some stuff, so that's nice. I'm not going to buy anything here. I think I'm going to save it from the commissary, get myself some items. Straight and left, straight and left. Hopefully both. Special key. Not here, okay. Music room is not bad, but it's expensive. It gets me keys. It gets me a big key and a small key. What big keys do I need? I could get Secret Garden, I could get Prism Key, I could get Key Card. I think those are the only big ones I can get at the moment. But maybe Workshop. Also, Workshop tends to have a power door on the other side, which we've got permanently unlocked, so it's free. Oh, but Boudoir gives us rerolls. That's too solid to ignore. But Workshop gives us item. Oh, the pain. Oh, the humanity. I have to go Boudoir. Rerolls are too powerful. They're too powerful. Can't ignore them. That's why I did that. Rerolls were so powerful, and you can't get them anywhere. You can't buy them. You can trade for them in the trader station, but you can't buy them. 25, which we know from the picture. I think we've already talked about that one. Yeah, nothing special added, because we've done this. We just want the study, and that's the last one we haven't done. Most of these are the wrong direction. It sucks because I want both of those. Take me right, take me right, take me right. I told you, take me right. Man, I'm fighting for my life on this. Give me a right direction. You are expensive, but I can afford you, and that's the entire point. That's the point of having money, is so I can go places. Doesn't matter, I've got a key. Hey, I got lucky, got these again. What do I want with these? I want power, but to both of them. Both of them need power. So we'll go with that for here. I won't go in it yet. Hopefully we can pump room here. No, but we can commissary, but I can't afford it because I'm poor. Okay. Story of my life. We got a dice. Heck yeah, dice big. Big dice. Big, massive, bouncy dice. Big, happy baby boy dice. And a power room. Nice. Bouncy dice and a power room. Nice. I'll just take a free dice. Sure, thanks. Absolutely. Because if I can get... I have so many successful experiments. In fact, I'm just going to be a little arrogant here. Look at all of that. All of the successful triggers. 2 on me out of the allowance. We didn't never do that, so we kind of failed on one of them. But hey, that's a cool log. Those were great ideas. Not all of them panned out, but they were great ideas. Good job, me. That sucks, so I'm going to redraw. Because I can. I want to. The library takes me in the right direction. But I could workshop now, and I think that's valuable. It's not. It is. No, it's not. Hold on. Library cannot divert power, but workshop, I think, can. I don't know. I'll have to test it. We'll see. It's a test run. We'll see. Workshop, that probably can't. Okay. Well, we got an item out of it. Sledgehammer, nice item. Power item. Big boy item. Brains hanging to the floor item. Dark room, I think I will take because doing the closet at the beginning, I can go to the garage and save a lot of steps that way. So that's dark room and see if it triggers. If it doesn't, we don't need to do it yet. It did, so let's go ahead and do it. We'll go outside, we'll do some digging, think some thinking, and have a merry old day. Also, foundation's already lowered, so I'm not going to touch that. Don't touch you, don't touch you. Do the foundation all the way to the end, and I'll take us to the garage. Okie dokie. Probably screwed on money at this point, so I'm just gonna actually. Ooh. What do I have? Sledgehammer, magnifying glass, shovel. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get anything I want. So, club sandwich. And red rooms, I have 2. I have aquarium. No. Still, 10 steps is 10 steps. Okay, cool. Did it. Love it. 73 steps to go about my life. Go. Correct, okay. Alrighty. So here we are. We have shovel. We have the thing that starts with an S. Also said dig beside, or not dig, bury beside bridge. Beside bridge, buried beside bridge. Buried beside bridge. Ooh. Buried beside bridge. What do we got? A microchip. Nice. Go ahead and open up here, see what we get here. If you can't tell, I'm not super confused because I already know what it goes to. But oval. Oval's valuable. This is what I was looking up. So yeah, I got Hobel and the thing we did last time confused with each other, but notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravain, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based on repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the past few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. Blech. You're required to vacate the hovel by 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Final wages will be settled properly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors and average house manager. So you're fired because you're average at best. But we get this. The third in our quest for this is going to become an elevator. Sorry, spoilers. But this entire thing is for you to figure out what everything means. So the purpose of the hovel is basically that. I don't know if anything else useful or productive it does at all, except sometimes I think it has dig spots, maybe. I may be making that up, I don't know. I don't remember if I've ever seen that or not, but that is a thing. I don't know that this does anything at all. In other news, we got the sauna, so tomorrow will be a great day. Yes, we did. Okay, I'm not stupid. So we have microchip number 1, right? And we got that from digging. I have no idea when that's going to happen in the future regarding that. I don't know if it's just sitting there if we have to redig it. But we also... violence. I don't know how you're supposed to discover this. I've never seen any reason to know this. You just look at it with a sledgehammer and be like, hey, I can break this, and you break it. And once you break it, you find out you have another microchip. So... yeah, exactly the motivation behind that is completely unclear to me. However, that is a thing you can do. I do know on that one, tomorrow it will just sit on the floor. These stay broken, right? And I think these are the only bases you can break. Sad, tragic, that we have to break bases. Also, did I get an office today? Not yet. We don't have the elevator, so it doesn't matter. I'm not thinking I'm stupid. Elevator stuff is cool. Slightly disappointing, admittedly, but cool. Yeah, I don't know the motivation for breaking stuff. I do know the motivation for digging was those 3 notes. It may just be a detail I've overlooked, and all the world is overlooked. I'm not watching everybody, so I can't say that for sure. I knew it existed because I had found it by accident. I'm just the kind of guy who walks around doing this, actually, so, Sad to say, I found it instantly, but that is a thing that exists. And I was hoping, we need power here to use it, is the issue. I was hoping I could manage to do that with the workshop, but it looks like I can't. I have the magnifying glass. I sure do. So now that we have the magnifying glass and a powered darkroom, let's talk about literally everything. H.S. Herbert Sinclair has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume from one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. This actually shows up in the walk-in closet. I don't know if that's relevant to anything, but actually it is, yes, because there is a bedroom called Her Ladyship's Chamber, and it has effects on the boudoir and effects on the walk-in closet, so that's maybe the connection. Anyway, he said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. That's Her Ladyship. There's nothing special about this that I've ever seen. Just black and her. Lady Epstein. I don't remember. This, I said before, you just have to trust me, 1128 came from the tree right next to the gate. So they cut down the tree, but the picture was left with that. It's just Her Ladyship. Okay, whatever. We only got a gem out of this, which is kind of sad because we can use it more. This is about the office. If you look, that's open. I don't know who that is, admittedly. Maybe Lady Epson. But that's how we know that the office, first of all, has a king, which is relevant for something later. And we know that is open, so we know to open it when we get there. This is a room we haven't found yet. So I think we have all the necessary clues for it. There's like 4 pictures of that one. I don't know what the significance of this room is regarding this. Like, it's a room that allows you to do cool stuff. But I don't know of any particular significance as to why we have not 1, not 2, but 3 pictures of it in the dark room. 4 pictures. Sorry, I forgot how many, so that's why I'm going to go to them. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, so many pictures of that one, and so I don't know. We have 2 pictures of this, so clearly we're supposed to look at it and be like, oh, hey, look, 1128. In case we can't tell in one lighting, we have 2. We have 2, so we know it's important. I'm also looking in the background to verify that nothing in the background was elsewise changed and visible and stuff like that, because I have pet theories about that area still unanswered. Looks like it's the same picture, actually. It's not that much brighter or different in any way. Don't know, can't tell you. Anyway, moving on. So we have so many pictures about that room that it's gotta be relevant for something more than what I know it is. So moving along, we'll go over here. There's him. More importantly, there's him here, and guess what? He is in the bathroom, lavatory, taking a picture at the mirror, as it were. AKNYS. Agnes? Is it saying reflect something? Agnes Company? I don't know. Because the sink has a special S, like good old great Uncle Herbert's middle name in the lavatory. I've never found anything in the lavatory at all. There's no way to control it from the pump room. This is focused on his face, but it's actually reversed. But backwards in the lavatory means absolutely nothing to me. Nothing can be moved, touched, changed at all in the lavatory. So what the significance of that is still lost on me, but there are 2 pictures of that. Then coming over here, that's the 3rd picture of the lavatory. Sink Company, there's no reflections, there's no nothing. This almost looks like a reflection of the mirror, and you can argue that it is, but if you actually look at the camera, it's just printed with a square on it. But when you look at the position, the tub is slightly to his right. He is looking at the mirror and taking a picture. Which means technically Sink Company is backwards. I'm thinking about that, and I don't know what the purpose of that is. Again, Agnes, AKNYS. Man, I don't know. That's so confusing and misleading, and again, you can't even touch anything in the bathroom, so what's the point? What does it all mean? Anyway, where am I going? Let's go down first and just see what we can waste. None of it's particularly helpful. But yeah, I drafted the Hogel, so all my gym requirements are now step requirements, which is not ideal. And commissary still. No. It's actually good. I want to get money so I can maybe get some better commissary. There's occasionally an item here, but not frequently. It's also a bishop room, I think. Yeah, bishop. Okay. Nope, no items. This guy's a liar. He says you can't even find room 46 because the moon room has no key. Guess what? We found it, so I don't want to believe anything else you're going to say. So that's all, I guess. And this is going to be rank 8. Hey, there we go. Now we get to the crazy room in the picture. Guess what? It's the actual room. Room 8 is room 8. So, I hate to spoil your fun, but it's literally useless. The sum of my sin as it is pinned is a number within the room we're in. Or we're in room 8. As it is pinned, so maybe 8 letters, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 7, 5, 2, 4. How do I count? 2, 4, 6, 8. So we'll stick you here. Why? That makes sense to me, and anything else is not 8, actually. It's 5, 4, 4, 5, 6. To first begin, place me within a bin with an in its sin. We're going to be as funny as we can, right? So how about in the? It's really that simple. It's stupid, but it's weird. Anyway, I recommend you think again if I'm ever in a bin far from the fin. When I first played this, I'm thinking fin as in finish as an end. That's stupid. It's literally the shark fin. It's so dumb. I'm going to put you, I forgot where you actually belong, so I'm going to put you in Wrath, technically. It said far from the fin, but you won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down the end. Well, he's saying I deserve, right? So I'm going to say hubris. But he could technically be in mundanity. To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Well, the longest one is mundanity, so we'll say avarice for you. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. You would think that means both bins have an A or both bins have a such and such. It's not true. This bin has 2 A's, this bin has 2 N's. While gluttony has 2 T's, none of the ones around it have 2 of the same letter. So, like, gluttony could be sloth shares a T and wrath shares a T, but it's not that way. It's actually mundanity. And I dislike it because the poem, like, it makes sense when you know how to read it, but if you're just looking at it and you don't know how it's supposed to be interpreted, it's so confusing. I spent a long time on this. If we spend a minute or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I'm often in. A minute or 10, like, he does not care about time. It's not like a minute or 2 or a minute, like 5 minutes. No, it's a minute or 10. So this man is sloth. He's lounging, he's not caring. And then our friend here, I can't read it, hold on. Cool. I'm going to put you, where am I going to put you on? I'm going to put you somewhere I don't think you belong. Okay. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. Well, this is a bear skin, theoretically, so it would go here, which means Doggo is not between stuff, he's on the end, so that puts him in mundanity. Yeah, I don't remember what it said. Anyway, let's go ahead and put these and Wrath, because I wasn't sure about Wrath, so I just put him somewhere. Put him at Lust for right now, because we gotta put him somewhere and we can't put him back on the shelf, unfortunately. So this one has to be on the end. Boom. This one says it has the shared trend. We had him in mundanity first, but now we're going to have him in avarice. And this one just says, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. It doesn't say it has to be the longest one. So the other thin one could be gluttony, because it's 8 instead of 9. And voila, that is the correct answer. It's stupid, I understand. It's confusing, but we get a trophy out of it, so who cares? And we get allowance. So yeah, long story short, very easy, first of all, to not even get this room because the puzzles are kind of insane. You have to figure a lot of them out. You have to spend a good amount of time on the puzzle in the first place, and then you come here, you see all of this, and you can get like 5 that you misinterpret because it's like, oh, the longest one is this one, so it has to be such and such, or you get this one misplaced, and you know, it's not that. And if you don't know, hey, the bend of the tail, it's like, well, then anything, like, we had Doggo over here first, it's like, oh, he sounds proud, he deserves this, and he deserves that, but it's not, it's deceptive. So anyway, we got our, now that we struggled with it, I mean, I've struggled with it for a long time, but now that this run I have explained it to you, we got the Sideways 8 trophy for solving puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. And that's now our trophy stuff, so that's huzzah! All rooms set your gems to 2. Drafting studio we want to go ahead and do so we can keep doing that. We don't need gems, but we want to keep adding stuff. Cool. So I have all of these in my other run. Casino sucks money out of your, like, insanity. I've never had good luck out of that one. The kennel's kind of big. Again, you can, it has a dig spot. But anytime a room has a dig spot like aquarium, you can unlock all doors in that room just by digging, and that's kind of big. But vestibule is the most useful out of these. Because you walk into vestibule, all doors close. 3 of them are unlocked, 1 of them is locked. If you need to go into the locked one, you pick an unlocked one, walk out, walk back in. They will all reclose, they will all redefine which one is locked, and so the one that was locked will now be open, usually. 3/4 chance they'll be open. It's expensive, but it's super handy. Because it's basically a free 4-way stop. You just, if you don't get it the first time, you have to walk back out and walk back in and spin 2 steps to get the locked door to be open. Secretly a super weapon once you know how it works. That's not good. What do I even have? Do I have a secret garden key? No, and I don't have anything I need to move forward. So honestly, nothing matters. If I gone outside, did I do outside stuff? Maybe. Sure, locker room. Yes, I don't know. I did the hope. Well, that's right. Okay. So we don't have any ambitions for the rest of the run. We got our allowance increased to 10, which is, we started at 6. So that's kind of big. And we did the room 8 trophy. So that's kind of big. And we found out where the 2 microchips are located. So that's kind of big. Whether we continue to get that or not is debatable. If we can do something with the pump room, that'll be big. If not, I'm not going to be particularly hurt about it. Wasn't given to me. I'll check the lost and found. You know what? That's fair. I have only done it once. It says rare items. What do we have this time? I lost my shovel. That's okay. I used it. Silver key. Okay, so this is not really useful from now on. Good to know. We did it once and it was super cool, but now it's like, it's not that big. It's not that big. And the fact that it's just forcefully located there now is sad. But lunchbox, we get free 10 steps. We have this, which is not aquarium. What is this? Showroom. I don't have that, so I'll just 20 steps then. That's why I wanted lunchbox early, is because it's usually we get past rank 5 when we do dining room in order to actually get dining room to activate. So having just an extra free 10 steps anytime I do dining room is wonderful. So let's see, is that death of this run? That seems like the death of this run, so I suppose I will call it. So yeah, let's see the wrap up on this, and then that will be dismissal. 5 puzzle rooms, man. We were smart. We were very intelligent today. 87 steps, rank 9 reached because we got pretty far. Total rooms 39, items found 29, new rooms 5. That was day 7. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!